Men, have you ever tried to make a nice little treat for your family in the kitchen and perhaps it didn't work out? Well, you're not alone. But the good news is today we have an expert with us, a professional. His name is Chef Alex, and he's going to be teaching us how to make some nice treats for families, because you know the Christmas season is coming around, and at Christmas time these nice treats are always a great deal. And of course, it's going to make you a superhero around the house if you're able to deliver something beautiful for your family. So, Alex, who are we and why are we here? Well, we're from the Antigua and Barbuda Workers Union, and of course the Blue Garden Snacket, which is an enterprise of our union. And we're here because coming up on Sunday, 19 November 2023, it's International Men's Day. It happens every single year on the 19th of November. So we thought it might be a good idea for us to get together, do some baking, and have some conversations around men's issues. So without any further ado, I know you're excited to hear what exactly it is we're going to be baking today. And for that, I'll turn it to Chef Alex and I'll put the question to him. Chef Alex, what are we going to bake today? But you know what? I just remembered I did not even introduce my other colleagues. So, to my immediate right, I have Sister Risa Roberts. And to her right, I have Brother Hugh Joseph, also an Industrial Relations Officer here at the Antigua and Barbuda Workers Union. And then we have, well, he doesn't need another introduction, but we have Chef Alex with us. Now, for the question of the day, what is it that you're going to be showing us or teaching us on this occasion?
Well, today we're going to make some cookies. We're going to make vanilla and cherry cookies. So we're going to start off by...
That sounds yummy. Vanilla and cherry
cookies.
Right. So tell us, what do we have on the table? What are the ingredients that we're going to need? Because we want our friends at home to be able to pull this off. Because I think you would have chosen something that's simple enough that anybody can do. And nice enough.
Nice
you can
enough.
Be a superhero.
Nice enough. So we have the butter, the sugar, and the egg.
Okay.
And then last, we're going to have the flour and the baking powder.
Okay. And those are things everybody has around.
Everybody has in the house. Simple.
Water,
simple
sugar.
nice.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, simple
flour
nice.
and the egg.
And the egg.
And some cherries.
And the cherry.
And you can get those at any supermarket.
Any supermarket. And if you don't have cherries, you can use anything you have. Nuts, coconut, raisin, you know, it's up to you.
Sounds good.
Yes.
All right.
I like Brother Joe. You know, he's vegan. You know, he loves his oats.
Yes.
So we can try some oats on it too. So Brother Joe, take off your, let's take off the bowl. And then you're gonna add in the butter.
Okay. So the butter is going into our mixer bowl now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That looks like a half a container of butter.
Yes.
That, yeah.
Yes. Then the same thing with the sugar.
You could use either white or brown sugar,
It
perhaps.
doesn't matter.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Make sure the camera gets a good look at this.
Yes.
So butter and our sugar. So that's it now.
Start mixing. Yes.
Are there any special skills that you need to mix butter and sugar?
No, as long as the incorporate everything together, it's perfect.
It should be not maybe use.
No, go on, use the whisk. Then you add the egg. And the egg will bind.
Okay.
With the bind, yes.
Okay. So the egg, we have the egg in and the butter and the sugar right now.
With little essence.
The measurements.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
So the measurements here, we have 8 ounces of butter, 8 ounces of sugar,
Okay.
to 1 egg. Yes.
Right, so you got that, folks? 8 ounces of butter,
8 ounces of sugar.
8 ounces of sugar to 1 egg.
Yes, 1 egg.
Good.
Yes.
You're looking good so far. You're doing a good job smoothing that out for you. Let me move myself over. Okay. Let's keep going, keep going. So one of the themes that I understand that is being thrown around this year for International Men's Day has to do with mental health, right? And before I ask the men here, I'm going to throw it to Raisa. I know women can be very much in touch with their emotions and their mental health, but men are always asked to tough it out, to rough it out. What are your thoughts on that? Should men, do you think men generally need to pay more attention to their mental and emotional health?
I think they do because if you don't pay attention to it and you keep talking about it and not sharing it with anyone, then all the pressure ends up on you and then you can break. And that can affect you in so many aspects of life.
Okay. What about you? What are your thoughts on men and mental health? How important is that?
I think it is very important. I think when you speak of health, it is, I believe, the greatest health that one can have, because if you don't have mental health, you really don't have anything, because it starts in the mind and it affects the entire body. I think though that our society has over the years conditioned the men to not express themselves and to bottle up things inside. And if you tend to express yourself and express your emotions, you tend to be looked at as being soft and wimpy and that sort of thing. That they say, man up and be a strong man.
Yeah.
Right? But that is not always the best thing, because sometimes when we behave like that and hold things inside, that is where you see it manifest in the violent behaviors within the homes, domestic, or even within the wider community. So, yeah, we need to consider mental health.
But I think, okay, I think Chef Alex, we need to add something before we mess up the whole cookie, right?
Now we're adding the flour now. 12 ounces of flour and half ounce of baking powder. Give it a whisk, take it nice. So.
Good. You know what? I think Brother Hugh's hands are tied. Maybe Sister Rice can get a mix in there.
What about you?
I'm smart. Gender equality. Yes, so the ladies need to put in as much work as the men. So my thoughts on mental health, I totally agree with everything that was said, but I think men deal with their mental health a little differently than women. I think like when we are at the barber shop or the bar for some people and we talk and we laugh, I think that is a kind of therapy for us. That is how we, process the issues that we're facing.
But
we might not, have a deep conversation with another man or somebody else the way how, women might do it. But I think we have a way of processing our feelings by, just having these, you might want to consider them light conversations at the barber shop or in the bar, whatever the case might be. I don't know if you all have any thoughts on that.
I don't think that those environments necessarily brings out or provides the opportunity for persons really to express themselves, because the barbershop environment, you go in and you speak a certain way, you start to get crying, as you say. And a lot of times the bars are covered for what really is going on inside of you. You understand? So where we may see them as outlets, maybe then we take a second look and realize they're not necessarily outlets, but just a place for us to mask certain emotions and so forth.
Interesting.
And even if it's an outlet, it's not a healthy outlet. So because men, they tend to bottle up their feelings, that if you share your feelings, you're considered as weak.
Okay.
And I think men need to open, because when they bottle up, then their feelings are affecting the persons around them.
Yeah.
Because you're asking them what's the issue when they're saying they're okay, and they're not. So I think it's really important for men to open up, because it's not healthy for them as well.
So how much do we open up? Does that include getting emotional and crying if needs might be?
Yes.
And
It is okay to show emotion.
most of us grew up here, hearing, real men don't cry, right? And only girls cry. You would hear those sort of things when you were small. But I mean, to as a man to get to the point where you're going to break down in the presence of what other people, I can understand how some men might see that, as something that a place that they can't reach emotionally. I don't know. Alex, do you have any? You're all about the cooking and the baking. Okay. All right. So let's just do a summary of what we've done so far and where we are, and then we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and I think we're gonna get these in the oven.
Yes.
Okay. So give us a summary of what we've done and where we are.
So we already butter, the sugar, and the egg. We add the flour now, so mix it ready.
So we
Ready to steep out.
Oh, we're ready to scoop out.
Yes.
Okay. So Rice did a good enough job in
Yes,
terms of
very-
smoothing out everything.
Very good.
Okay. With the help of brother here as well.
Very good, very good.
This is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come back and show you how we scoop them out, lay them out nicely as we prepare to put them into the oven. And while we break, we're gonna take you downtown with another sister from the youth arm of the Antigua and Barbuda Workers Union. Her name is Blair Rose. We went downtown and we had a conversation with folks on the streets about their views on paternity leave. And you'll be interested to hear some of the feedback that we got from the general public. Let's take a look.
Hi members, we're here on the road today in preparation for International Men's Day. We want to know the opinion of our members, the public, on what they believe on paternity leave. Remember to like our Facebook page, Antigua Barbuda Workers Union, and our YouTube page, Antigua Barbuda Workers Union, to see today's content and many more. And let us know what topic we should cover next. Thank you, and let's go. So Vaughn, what do you think of paternity leave?
I think that we should have paternity leave because two people have a child, and there's so much that a woman goes through after she has a child, from postpartum depression to the lack of sleep. So to have somebody there who's not working, who's there with you full time to support you, even if it's for a month or maybe for the first 2 months, I think it's very important. And I think we really need to start look holistically at what family is. We need to start look at mental health of women, mental health of even fathers, bonding between fathers and kids, and most importantly, bonding between the parents. Because lots of times the man goes off to work, the woman is there with the kid, and the relationship goes to hell because her brain is messed up. He comes home, he can't deal with all the stress. If they're there together, they can experience together. It's a bonding experience for them and the child and the whole family.
I think men should get paternity leave, because they have to bear the strain also in raising the kids, so I think they should really get paternity leave.
I think it's a good thing because you cannot leave all the stress for the mothers to be able to take care of the child. Sometimes the family bonding is a thing that we need and is a necessity in life. The whole thing of paternity leave is that, hey, the father gets to go and help the mother out. The poor mother is there, she's stressed, her body is the way it is, and then one has to deal with all the things by herself. And then you ask, at the end of the day, where's the father in all of this? So paternity leave is a good thing when it comes to helping and bonding with the child and helping the mother out.
I think it's fair because when a baby is born, it's 50-50. Both the mother and the father contribute to that. So I think it's fair.
Well, it's a good advice because, men has been working hard and sometimes the women are unable to work, because as they have the baby, sometimes they need a little help at home. So, sometimes, so that's a good advice,
Yeah, basically, I think the same thing too, As human beings, I think the basis of us human beings is to be fair and equal, so definitely, yeah.
To me, fair, 50-50 better, 2-hand clap. So if we get a lot of people more with that program, I think it will be a better thing. Enough men don't want to take up manship, which I understand better than woman. Enough women don't want to take up womanship better than man. So at the same time, if both parties can come together with an agreement on a big people scale, it will be good. I think the country will run better that way.
I think it's good because it's both a man and a woman need that support from her other spouse, because sometimes you're sick, you can't able to get up off the bed when you just go. Because as a mother, I know I needed my other half to be there, but guess what? Social Security doesn't agree with that. And I think that's something they should take care of and put into place, because as women, we need that support.
No, not necessarily.
Do you think they deserve any leave?
No.
Why is that?
Because I know, obviously, I know them I get feel the pressure that we go through having the child. So I don't think they deserve that.
Well, I would say not also style, but in this modern generation, I think that the men should actually stay home and help the girlfriend or wife or fiance with the child, because as women, when they go through the pregnancy, they go through what the word again? Yes, depression. So they need that help. When a child is crying, that can drive them to a mental state actually. So they might leave the child there, walk away, and things can happen. So I think that the men should to stay home, helping the child and the wife or girlfriend or fiance.
My thoughts on paternity leaves, it depends on how long it is. In the first stages after birth, I think the father should be home because the mom is going to be overwhelmed. So I do think it would make sense.
All right, so welcome back. So we just heard the views of the general public on issues of paternity leave, how important they think it is, and of course, how many days or what length of time should men be afforded for paternity leave? And I'll ask you gentlemen and lady here the question as well. What is the minimum number of days that you think men should be given as paternity leave?
The same time I'm home, so give me the 14 weeks.
Interesting.
It takes 2.
And folks, we're just joined by President of the Antigua Workers Union. His name is Kem Riley. And he came just in time, just before the most exciting part of the show is, right? Eating and sampling of the cookies. He's conveniently found himself just in time to put them in the oven. But we appreciate his presence anyhow.
And I am in agreement with my sister. Most of the ladies are saying that the 14 weeks is what they would rather their boyfriend or husband to be home with them, because it's not only when they're home with the baby mean that they don't need the support. Because when the husband is at work and they need something, then he would have to try to leave work to get them and assist them with anything that they are in need of while they're taking care of that baby. So 14 weeks, I'm hoping that everybody rally with us as a union to get that 14 weeks in law.
Sounds good. Alex, any comments from you?
That's good for me.
14 weeks works for you?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so what are we going to do now, Chef
So now
Alex?
we're going to scoop out the cookies. Yes,
Okay.
So an empty ice cream scooper, and you go into the cookies, you mash it down.
Okay, so about how much pressure would you apply in scooping up the...
Not a lot of pressure, because you want it to be able to come out
nice
and round.
Yeah,
So
nice and round.
you get a nice round one there.
Is there any special technique that you use to get the round shape?
No, just a scoop. The scoop is round. So
Okay.
that helps us very much in getting the roundness of the thing. But I think it needs some water to...
Yes.
Right. So you're advising the chef now?
Yes.
You can tell.
Well, I would say my wife, yes, is do some of these things. So sometimes I'm there watching on, not really putting my hands in because I don't want to be in trouble that I mess it up. So the professional is there, so he don't need the water to
So at home you do just enough to get credit, but without having to bear the responsibility for messing it up,
for messing
right?
it up, yes.
I like that. But I like the speed at which Alex is going, because he does this all the time, right?
I'm just a sub.
In and out, in and out.
The lady,
Nice.
the lady going to do the honor.
And if you examine it, and I'm sure the cameraman is getting this, everything is almost perfectly spaced.
Yes.
Because they're going to spread out because they're cookies and you don't want them to be joining. And
so how big are these cookies gonna get, Alex?
Not much.
Okay.
Basically, it's just the same size. Yes.
Right, so I'm doing the math, so already we have like about 16, or we're going for about 16 cookies, right?
And that's it. Some going to be plain and some going to be with cherry.
Oh, yes.
So who's going to do the honor?
Well, I think Raisa can...
The lady going to do the honor with the cherries?
Kind of don the cookies with the cherry.
Okay, one cherry per cookie.
2 for me, please, Raisa. 2 cherries for me. Our little friends in the outdoors are having a ball
Yes.
with us out here. Trying to cash in.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Cherry beating me off.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure some of these processes not really with spoon. It's their fingers, ain't it?
Yes, sir. With the
But we had the
and,
spoon.
yes, and we have on the gloves, so
Gloves,
that's
so
the
it's
reason.
okay.
So just push
Okay.
them in, yes.
Nice. One of the things that I like about baking, being in the kitchen, is that this in itself is a kind of therapy. All right. So we talk about men being under stress all the time, but I think having the opportunity to get in the kitchen, do some baking, can help to relax you as an individual, anybody.
Well, I take your word for it because I'm not a kitchen person. So I will try to do it now that you're telling me that I can de-stress from it. After a long day, I think that when my wife is in the kitchen, maybe if I'm out there with her, that maybe the stress will go. You know, we will speak about what happened in the day and, you know, try to, you know, have good home life.
Yes, exactly. Around the baking and the kitchen work. See, so it's an opportunity for interaction then.
Yes.
Yes, excellent. All right. So, Chef Alex, tell us what's going to happen next.
Now you're ready for the oven.
Uh-huh.
So you take this about half an hour.
Oh, good. Good. Chef Alex says we're going to put these in the oven. It's only going to take half an hour and then we can dig right in. So stay with us. We have another video to share with you. Take a look.
Do you think paternity leave should be mandated by government?
Absolutely. Because there's certain things that if I was an employer, I wouldn't give nobody paternity leave because I don't want to spend the money. So there are certain things that have to be mandated by government because they're important. And we will not do it by ourselves. And even though I believe in paternity leave, if I own a company, I'm not going to do it because it's going to cost me money. So certain things have to be mandated in order, to have the right thing being done. Sometimes the government has to get involved.
Yes, I think so.
I think they should look into it. They should give a thought of thinking about it. It sounds like a great idea. You say other countries have it?
Yes, that's correct.
So let's upgrade Antigua. Government do what you have to do. Mandate, call it, or government. Yes. And let it be. Because I like it. I like it. I like the sound of it. And I like the thought of it. Yes, I like it.
Well, up to the employer is going to look to benefit themselves and not necessarily your homestead. So I believe it will have to be something the government mandates for it to be practical in this world.
Well, we could say yes, we could say no. So we don't really know. You know, even if we say yes, then but you have other people's opinion over us.
Your opinion, you only represent yourself.
Well, okay, yes, yeah, I guess so.
Ladies, don't come for me, but yes, I think it should be mandated.
Majority wins, I guess, yes.
Of course. At least man has some type of rights. Check murder. All the women here have the rights.
But think about it. This is something you may not have gotten as yet. You may have more children. But maybe something that we need to fight for your son.
Yeah, I think to me it should be fair. Man should have equal rights as women because we in a society nowadays that women have all the rights, which is not fair.
Yes.
Yes, because I think if government doesn't push for it, then workplaces won't implement it. So,
mandate by government.
And folks, there you have it, fresh out of the oven. These beautiful, what flavor cookies we did remind us?
Cherry and vanilla.
Cherry and vanilla cookies. Your first reactions?
They look good, and it was a simple recipe, so I'm expecting the men to do it.
Yes, yes. Ken, what are your thoughts?
Well, I'm ready to dig in. My sweat of preparing these cookies, I'm sure that it is well tasty. And as we would want to inform you that this was baked by the Antigua Workers Union Snacket staff, which is Alex. So come down, join us. We have a Monday to Friday menu so that you can partake. We have cinnamon rolls, we have tart cookies. And we can provide for any occasions that you have, parties, events, conference. Right here, we will do all the catering service.
Let's not forget about the local food, the
yes.
the dumpling, the seasoned rice. Come on down, we have different menus daily.
And pepper pot. We can't forget the pepper pot. I heard we have the best pepper pot in Antigua, St. John.
Very low price.
Correct. So it's the Blue Garden Snack at Lower Newgate Street, just adjacent to our building, the Antigua and Barbuda Workers Street. Look, I'm talking too much. I want to eat, but the president is here, so I think we're going to let the president go first, or we let ladies go first?
No, it's a men's day, so it is the men who should go first. Ladies are always first in our life, but at least give us one special day to be first.
I like that.
And I'm going to take the first bite. Fresh and yummy.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, there you have it. Our recipe for today, International Men's Day, 19th November, every single year. We were happy that we were able to get together around a baking lesson to talk about cooking, de-stressing, relaxing as men, celebrating men, and of course highlighting a few of the issues that are affecting men, not just in Antigua and Barbuda, but across the world. We want to thank, of course, our chef, Alex, for showing us this simple recipe. Anyone can do it at home, just a few ingredients. You can find the ingredients in the description below. And we hope you're able to prepare some of these treats as we approach the Christmas season. All right, so thank you very much. Any last words from anyone else?
I just want to wish the men a happy International Men's Day.
Thank you, Raisa.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Happy International Men's Day, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.